Greater Toronto Area real estate market plummeted after 1% interest rate increase. Month-over-month decrease in this month recorded 6%, which is the deepest this year. But some cities gradually got on their footing. Which are these cities? Hi, my name is Priscilla. I'm your real estate broker in GTA. Today, let's take a look together of newly available July Market Watch report. So like in the previous videos, I use one big and one small graph to explain the market stats. The big one is July's market performance, and the smaller one is 1 month ahead in June. So when we compare the big to smaller one, we can see month-over-month change. Together, we study 5 metrics, and under each one of them, there's a white figure. This is the year-over-year change for the observation period, July. Okay, let's first take a look at the average sold price across whole GTA for all the property types. So this number come down to the lowest ever since February's peak. It's 1.04 million. So not only this is the bottom of all the past couple months, it also recorded the deepest decrease. So comparing with June's 1.146 million, this is over 6% drop. How about the transaction volume? Well, the transaction volume also halved. Last year in July, we had over 9,000 properties sold, but this number in the past July is only 4,900. This is largely because a lot of sellers, they're still hoping they can get the February-March price. And if no one offers to that amount, they're not willing to sell. Some sellers, they simply don't even list their property in the market at all. But on the other hand, the buyers, they're really hoping to get a bargain. So two forces are not coming together. So that's why much less properties are sold comparing with last year. In terms of listing for the supply side, not many sellers are panicking. So we can see that the new properties coming to the market in July actually remain the same as last year. And this trend carried on from last month. We can see that 2021 June and this year June, the new listing is also the same. Actually, this trend carried forward from back in May as well. So starting from May to June to July, we don't see any signs that sellers are panicking and take out their properties and try to get rid of them as quickly as possible in order to prevent from further loss. However, because the transaction volume is really shrank, but then the number of new listings remain just like usual. There are a lot of active listings left in the market. So we can see that active listing had a almost 60% increase from last year. And so as the inventory, we can see the inventory is over 3 months. And this is the longest, this is the biggest inventory for the past couple years, ever since COVID. It means that with current sales speed, it will take over 3 months for the market to absorb all the available properties. So that means the buyers have a lot of choices. They can really take their time to pick whatever they really like. The level of inventory goes hand in hand with the days on market, which we can see the days on market after a very long time remain around just 10 days. It now came down to almost 20 days. All right, so this is pretty much about the market. So if we take a look at the city of Toronto area and the suburb, we can see very interestingly that, for example, freehold detached dropped quite significantly for city of Toronto from last month's 1.74 million to this month's 1.51 million. So almost $200,000 drop. But it's not the same case for suburb. You can see it's quite flat, 1.36 million to 1.32. So it means although the whole GTA seems like a 6% drop, but not all the areas perform the same. Actually, starting from July, we've involved in a couple cases, and we also hear some information from the colleagues that the number of offers really bounced back for a couple bidding. So let's take a look at them. This one, 17 offers. And this one, another address, also 17 offers on the bidding day. This one, 15 offers. Last one, 19 offers. All this happened in the past 4 weeks. So we can see that if the property is really attractive, there are quite buyers actually not lining up for them. So why is this such a discrepancy? Let's take a look at the actual numbers. We are looking at City of Toronto average sold price starting from January 2021 to just finished July. In this year, in February, we had a peak. So in February, the price was 1.334 million. So ever since that, it continually went down until July, it hit 1.04 million. This is almost 20% decrease. Not only that, if we take a look at the month-over-month decrease rate, you will see actually the decrease widened starting from March over February, it dropped 2.6%, and you can see the number actually increased from all the way 2.6% to 3.5%, 5.5%, and to July, it went down 6.2% in 1 month. So City of Toronto is really taking a hit. But are all the cities the same? Let's take a look at another graph. So now we are looking at average sold price for different cities in the Greater Toronto area. The green line is Richmond Hill. Richmond Hill, interestingly enough, in July, it actually bounced back. So after June, it took a hit, and this month it actually went back quite strongly. And if we compare with the same period last year, which is here, you can see the price is above same period of last year. Similar to Richmond Hill, Newmarket is also another city in York region. We can see after the sharp decline in the beginning of this year, the past 2-3 months, the decrease became much flatter. Both two cities are very welcomed by new immigrants, newcomers, particularly Chinese. So when the weather is warmer, the newcomers come, the accommodation demand released by the newcomers counter the pressure of a price decrease. So similar to these two cities that attract Chinese new immigrants, another city, Brampton, is a city that very popular among Indian. The scenario is quite similar. So the property price also show the same trend. So you can see, again, the decrease line became flatter in the recent couple months. So if it's not obvious enough to look at the graph, let's directly look at the numbers. We see that although Toronto's decrease actually widened, Richmond Hill had a bounce back, and you see Brampton, it quite obviously after 5% decrease, 7.8%, 7% decrease in July, the decrease narrowed to just 3%. Newmarket, even more obvious. After 8%, 6% decrease, and in July, the decrease is only 1.6%. So yes, a lot of cities, the decrease is still continuing. However, if we look at the trend, the decrease becomes a lot flatter. When the market is gonna turn around, we will observe together. This is the end of this video. Looking forward to connecting with you soon in next video.